The woman doing my Brazilian wax suddenly stopped and asked, "Does your husband have a birthmark shaped like a butterfly?" What she knew about him destroyed my marriage. I was getting my regular Brazilian wax when my esthetician Carla suddenly stopped mid-strip and asked, "Does your husband have a birthmark shaped like a butterfly?" I was confused how she could possibly know about the mark on my husband Eric's lower abdomen. It was in such a private area that he joked only 2 people had ever seen it, me and his doctor. Carla's face had gone completely pale. She sat down on her stool and said she needed to tell me something. Last week, a man with that exact birthmark had been in for a couple's wax with his wife, Jennifer. They'd been all over each other, talking about their upcoming 5th anniversary trip to Cabo. Carla remembered the birthmark specifically because she'd commented on how unique it was, and he'd laughed saying it was his lucky charm. My stomach dropped. Eric and I had been married for 4 years. He'd told me he was at a medical conference last week. I pulled up his Instagram and showed Carla more photos. She nodded. It was definitely him. Same voice, same laugh, same everything. But who was Jennifer? Carla pulled up their appointment history in her computer. Eric and Jennifer had been coming in monthly for the past 2 years for couples treatments, always paying cash, always booking under her name. The notes showed they'd been talking about their kids, 2 boys named Mason and Connor. Eric and I don't have children. We'd been trying for a year with no success. I felt like I was going to be sick. Carla showed me Jennifer's contact info from their system. I recognized the address. It was across town in the neighborhood Eric always drove through for his shortcut to work. My hands were shaking as I searched Jennifer Martinez on Facebook. There she was with Eric and dozens of photos, 2 kids, a house, even a wedding album dated 5 years ago. I called Eric immediately, trying to sound normal. I asked him about his day, and he said he was in back-to-back surgeries, but I could hear children laughing in the background. When I asked about the noise, he said it was just the TV in the break room and quickly hung up. I knew he was lying. Carla helped me piece together the truth. She'd been waxing both Jennifer and me for 2 years, never realizing we were connected. Jennifer always talked about her husband Eric, the pediatric surgeon. I always talked about my husband Eric, the pediatric surgeon. Same man, 2 complete families, 2 separate lives. I drove to the address from the salon system. There was Eric's car in the driveway of a house with a swing set in the yard. Through the window, I could see him having dinner with Jennifer and 2 boys who looked exactly like him. They were laughing at something on his phone, probably the text I'd just sent saying I loved him. I didn't confront him there. Instead, I went home and searched everything. I found a second phone hidden in his golf bag with a whole other life documented in it. 5 years of photos with Jennifer, birth certificates for the boys with his name, even a marriage certificate from Nevada dated a year before he married me. The investigation revealed Eric had used his position at 2 different hospitals to maintain separate identities. He worked part-time at each, telling both hospitals